Captain Titus, the orcs have massacred the Forge World's forces. And they have taken the planetary defense weapons.
Clever of the damned orcs. Keeps us off their backs while they loot the Titan war machine.
Brace for evasive maneuvers.
Pilot, report!
Starboard engine is dead, Sergeant. We are losing altitude.
Get the ship to safety. We'll find another way down.
Aye, Captain. Thunderhawk Lancer job returning to launch bay.
This is your plan.
We need to get to the surface to take out the gun battery. What, do you want to go home already, Sergeant?
Not before having a word or two with the orcs.
Is that wise, Captain? The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Try to keep up.
Captain Titus, come in. Damned orcs shot me off course. I've had no word from Leandros, but I'm picking up Vox chatter from Imperial Guard forces on the ground.
I scarcely thought anyone would be left alive, much less still fighting.
Heading toward the front lines now.
I will meet you there.
Codex Astartes warns against using jump packs to leap blindly into enemy fire, and for good reason.
Your days as a novice are behind you. Why do you still interpret the Codex so narrowly?
I look to its rules for guidance.
We all do. But there are also benefits to thinking for yourself, Leandros.
Enemy sighted!
Sedona's picked up local Imperial Guard communications. They survived under the shadow of that gun. I want to know how.
My lord, you have saved us.
Rise, Guardsmen. You saved yourselves. We thought you did.
We would be, my lord, if not for the Lieutenant.
Where will we find this Lieutenant?
At the front lines. Follow the trench network to the Lieutenant's command bunker.
Carry on, Guardsmen. We rendezvous with Sedonis, then we find this Lieutenant. We need updated intel on the gun battery.
Through here, my lords. Head out the upper level and continue through the plaza. The bunker is beyond that.
Remarkable. A few hundred against 1 million orcs.
What?
Fight on.
No.
Only in death.
Get off! My legs. I can't feel my legs. I got to see a space marine before the end. Watch it closely.
Captain, I'm in position at a broken monument near the guard lines.
Sergeant, I see you found something to keep you busy.
Worry not, Captain. I've saved some orcs for you. The orcs have got that gun well defended, no mistake. But typical orc behavior would be to dismantle or destroy the gun.
And certainly not use it to keep our forces at bay. There's a strategy behind it. Their leader is no fool.
This day is getting interesting.
I may have encountered the orc during our jump to the surface.
That was the orc ship I saw crash near here, I take it. Did he survive?
If the Horde hasn't turned on itself, it's still under his control.
Inside, the door is sealed.
I believe they will let us through. Imperial Guard, we are Ultramarines. Open this door.
Second Lieutenant Mira, 203rd Cadian Regiment.
Captain Titus, of the Ultramarines.
You are in command.
I'm all that's left, my lord. Unless my commanders rise from the grave. So far, they seem content to stay put.
Lieutenant, the scouts have returned to forward base.
How many?
2.
Damn. I sent out 10. That damn gun. We don't have the numbers to make an assault. And as you might have seen, it's shooting down all our support vessels.
That is why we are here. Leave the gun to us.
Come with me, then. I should warn you, my lords. We've got a slight orc problem down here.
What do you know of the Titans on this planet?
Only that our troops were sent to guard the Titan Invictus at Manufactorum Ajakis. That was 2 weeks ago, and we've lost contact with them.
We need to reach that Titan.
Your fastest route is across the rail bridge behind the gun complex. It leads directly to the western gates of the Manufactorum.
Digger!
Form it down, firing line! The orcs hold the trenches beyond the ruins and the battlements beyond that.
And the gun battery.
The orcs took it almost as soon as we got here. Nearly 2 weeks ago. Our unit was the only one to make landfall before they gained control. Now none of our ships can get past the gun. That's where the orcs breached the gun battery. We haven't been able to make it inside the wall. There just aren't enough of us.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well. But you are no longer alone. We will retake the gun. You will get your reinforcements.
I'll hold you to that, Captain.
We're heading back to the command post, Captain. Good luck.
Once we get through these battlers, we will use the breach caused by the rock to enter the gun fortress.
Captain, assault support pods were dropped in this area. Take to the high ground, Captain. We will deal with the orcs down here. Here is the rock at last.
No room for that jump pack, Captain. That rock delivered the orcs right into the gun fortress. This fortress is swarming with orcs. Clearing this place will take days.
Those guardsmen cannot survive that long. We'll find a way to destroy the gun.
A vengeance launcher.
That sounds promising. An armory. Sure to be something useful.
Lockdown in effect.
Look here, Captain. Melter charges.
Put those in the right place, and this whole fortress will come down.
We could put the charge on one of the gun's shells.
Leandros, you do the chapter proud.
Releasing safeguard. Remember that we honor the machine god by exceeding.
Here, Captain. We need to get the shell into that loader.
There. I will place the charge on that shell. Now to move the shell into place.
All loaded, Captain. With luck, the orcs will feed it right into the gun's chamber.
We cannot rely on luck for this, Sir Donis. We follow the shell up and make sure it reaches its destination.
Aye. Now back to the lift. There's our shell. The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Incoming fire! Captain, we'd be better off seeing this fortress detonated.
Agreed. Find an exit.
Gun firing in 3 years. Structural damage. 1.
The guardsmen will get their supplies now.
Captain Titus, you are a man of your word, my lord. Thank you.
What is your situation, Lieutenant?
We're gathering our wounded and are heading to the Andres habitation block to establish an outpost. With the cannon down, our support craft will land there.
Very well. My battle brothers and I must secure any operational Warlord-class Titans before the orcs can loot them.
Good luck.
Now that bridge is a testament to the might of the Imperium.
The Adeptus Mechanicus are masterful architects.
Their work outlived all of them.
What in Gwilliman's name is that?
Nothing good.
Did the Lieutenant not say these tracks went to the complex housing the Titans?
That thing is a battering ram.
Now to stop this ram! Time to impact!
No more than 6 minutes.
Time enough. Time to impact.
Less than 4 minutes.
We need to deal with that dropship. Bolter fire cannot penetrate its armor.
These trains have point defense turrets. There'll be a heavy weapon ahead. Forward then.
To that weapon.
The Manufactorum still holds.
Some Imperial Guard units made it here after all.
They cannot hold for long. We must hurry.
What is that servo skull doing?
Trying to deliver a message. Must be damaged. The seal of the Inquisition. Interesting.
What is the Inquisition doing here?
We're about to find out.
This is Inquisitor Drogan. I need urgent assistance at Manufactorum Ajakis. They're after the experimental device. The device is safe for the time being. I've drawn them off, but now I'm trapped. If I die, you must keep the device out of enemy hands, or he'll be unstoppable. I needed more time. I was nearly ready.
An experimental weapon.
We need to find the Inquisitor before the Orcs do. Keep moving. Remain alert.
Orcs have managed to power that cannon.
Even a single shot will blast right through the gates.
We cannot allow that.
Number 2 control deck, do you read?
This is Captain Titus of the Ultramarines. Identify yourself.
This is Corporal Antioch, sir. That is, my lord.
I need access to the Manufactorum, Corporal.
There is a service lift in the hangar directly below where you drop the cargo, my lord. We can meet you there.
Stand ready. We will be there shortly. Titus out.
Guardsmen holding that huge gate. They cannot last long.
We did manage to bring the access bridge. Dropping the blocks of their advantage.
Corporal Antioch?
Yes, my lord.
We have word that an Inquisitor is in the Manufactorum.
Yes, Lord Drogan. We have not seen him for several days. Has the Liberation fleet arrived, my lord?
The fleet is still en route, Corporal. The Ultramarines are here as a vanguard, to cripple the enemy and secure the most valuable assets.
I see.
But the facility and its Titans remain secure.
All I can say for certain is that no Orc has breached this gate, my lord.
Contact Lieutenant Mira. Her unit is establishing a bastion in Hab Center Andres, and your support craft now have a viable approach from orbit.
What of the Colonel and his staff?
They did not survive.
Oi, keep that muzzle clean, guard.
At last. A place the Orcs have not stained.
For now. I doubt even dropping that cannon on them will convince Orcs to back away.
Indeed. We must find this Inquisitor and the Titan Invictus.
Titan Invictus seems undamaged at least.
Titan Invictus seems unused, you mean? Is this invasion not enough to bring out the War Titans?
It takes hundreds to get a War Titan operational, Sergeant. Without them, it sits idle. Captain, this is an auger station. I can scan for the Inquisitor's life signs.
Access authorized.
There. A lone human.
Identity confirmed. Drogon. Ordo Xenos.
He's in this wing of the Manufactorum.
I read alien signals throughout the facility, and a large number converging with the Inquisitors.
Section 449 is understaffed by 100%.
Leandros, can you use this panel to contact our other forces?
Not directly, but I can boost Vox range.
Do it.
Access authorized. Ultramarines chapter.
Heavy infestation at Drip Point Vargas. Squad readiness making product for.
Here, Captain.
Ultramarines, this is Captain Titus. Are you receiving?
Captain, this is Sergeant Midas. Squad Solidus is on the ground and making for our objective.
New orders, Midas. We are at Manufactorum Ajakis and have located the Titan Invictus. I need Solinus to come secure the Invictus while I divert to a priority alarm.
On our way, Captain. Midas out.
Drogon, prepare the power source for immediate release.
Repeat authorization.
Inquisitor Drogon?
I am Drogon. And you are?
Captain Titus of the Ultramarines. We received your distress call, but you seem to have weathered the enemy's attack.
I am soldier and scientist, both, Captain.
What is the status of the experimental device?
The power source is running the entire Manufactorum from the generator room.
This device is a fuel source, not a weapon?
It is a complex device and an unstable one. If the Orcs find it, they'll try and take it apart. It could detonate with enough force to destroy the entire planet.
Then we must move it to safety.
And for that, Captain, I need your aid. This way.
You are wounded, Inquisitor Drogon.
I'm a psyker. My psychic abilities are controlling the bleeding.
Very well.
Xenos life forms detected.
Space Marine! You try to steal my Titans? Steal my loot? I'll rip your guts right out your throat!
The Orc himself!
I'm gonna put your head on a spike, Space Marine!
How much deeper does this facility go?
The Manufactorum? Far deeper. The whole generator room is actually suspended above a venting shaft.
Suspended?
Yes. In case of catastrophic overload, the whole room can be shunted away into the depths. Ah, yes. Here we are.
Colder than a spaceman smiling here.
Yes, a byproduct of the device's functioning. Captain Titus, proceed into the main chamber. We need only obtain the power source at the core of the generator. I will initiate decoupling from a control console.
Understood. Brothers, guard the access points.
I have engaged the decoupling sequence, Captain. You must keep the chamber secure until the power source is exposed.
Identity confirmed. Drogan, Ordo Xenos. Warning. Primary containment fixture disengaged.
There. The primary shield is open, Captain. Head into the central chamber.
Alarm. Xenos detected.
Space Marines!
Captain, the war boss.
Space Marine! What are you hiding down here? Whatever it is, I want it!
Hold back the greenskins, Captain. The power source will be free of the generator shortly.
Tear this whole place apart! Rip your Space Marines! Ah! This sparky thing what you want, Space Marine? Then I'll take it for myself!
Alarm. Severe structural damage.
The whole room is coming down!
Sidonus, Leandros, respond.
Captain, the Inquisitor insisted you could not have survived.
Well, I did, and I have his precious power source.
We set a rendezvous in Hab Center Andres. These tunnels will spit us out there eventually.
Fine. Continue heading toward the Hab Center.
There's a fight now!
Not much tidier than below. But at least we have the sky over our heads again. Our rendezvous point is this way.
Report to your designated shelters for the duration of the emergency.
What could the orcs hope to gain by slaughtering so many?
Sow terror, demoralize the militia.
Cruel, but effective.
This was no strategy of war. For orcs, this was sport.
Millions more of them.
Our plan is unchanged. Get the Inquisitor and the power source off-world.
Titus, if they take over the Manufactorum, we will have a damnable time getting them out.
We are Ultramarines. Orcs are not a problem.
If we had a week, perhaps. But by then, the Orcs will have worked out how to dismantle the Titans.
Space Marine recognized. Granting access.
Orc rocket launchers on the high ground.
Tech priests will have to bring all of these structures down and rebuild.
This time on top of a mass grave.
Inquisitor Drogon, we need to get you off planet before we're overrun by orcs.
You were exposed to the unshielded power source. In the generator room, I saw it. You held raw energy from the warp. How are you still alive?
The power source conducts warp energies.
The stuff of chaos. Heresy.
My work against the Xenos has the Imperium's blessing.
Can your blessed work help us against the orcs?
My research is of the utmost secrecy. The Imperium forbids its use without sanction.
Consider that your Imperial sanction.
Very well. The power source fuels an experimental weapon at my research facility. The Psychic Scourge. It could destroy the Orcs.
You didn't think to bring up this Scourge weapon before.
The Psychic Scourge has never been test-fired, Sergeant. If it malfunctions, it could crack this planet in half.
We're out of options. We fire the weapon and take our chances.
The Psychic Scourge is at the Calcis facility, my research laboratories. It is a fair distance. We will need transportation.
Captain, we aren't far from the plaza where Lieutenant Mira was heading. The Imperial Guard rally point.
They will have Valkyries. We can fly to the research facility. Let's find this Imperial Guard outpost. Inquisitor, your wound is slowing us down.
I can manage.
Brothers, take him to the Valkyries. I will draw the orcs off and meet you there.
Give the power source to the Sergeant then, Captain.
No, Drogon. The Orc Chieftain wanted the power source. When his orcs see I possess it, not you, they will follow me. Move out.
Which route to the rally point, Guardsman?
Bastion.
Welcome to Bastion Primus, Captain. Sergeant Sidonus briefed me about the Inquisitor and his doomsday weapon. He said you require air transport to the Calcis facility.
Your Valkyries are the fastest way to reach it, and we have no time to spare.
Your men are already on board their Valkyrie, and the squadron's ready for liftoff. We'll get you to Calcis with all speed. It's time the Imperial Guard brought the fight to the Orcs.
Pilots, this is Lieutenant Mira aboard Valkyrie 1. Look sharp, Orc flyers inbound.
Captain Titus, I need a gunner to man the heavy bolter. Here they come, starboard side.
Come in, Lieutenant.
Farewell, Captain. I must return to base. Those damned Orc flyers cost me too many good men and too many gunships. We'll be hard-pressed to defend the outpost.
Thank you. And good luck, Lieutenant.
Where is it?
The device is secure.
What are you waiting for, then? Further delay is intolerable.
Inquisitor, are you all right?
Yes. Come. We've no time to waste.
I thought the Spire to be a ground-to-space transport.
It is. With a few modifications, it also makes an ideal firing tower. The energy pulse should not damage the Spire.
You do not sound confident.
Improvisation and experimentation go hand in hand.
What can we expect inside, Inquisitor?
Oh yes, just a few defenses.
What comprises a few, Inquisitor?
Servo turrets, mostly.
Set to eliminate orcs?
Set to eliminate anything with the misfortune to move within their range.
No way to move quickly with these guns everywhere. Need to shut that wall down.
I can do that from the central security room.
Then that is where we are headed.
Ultramarines. The logic engine thinks we are escaped Xenos specimens. There is a control panel in the side room. Get me there, and I can shut it down.
Authorization recognized. Protocol suspended.
The exit will open shortly, Captain. However, I'm afraid the servo turrets beyond this room remain primed.
What is kept in these containers?
Specimens needed for my research.
Specimens, cages, operating theaters. This place reeks of Xenos filth.
That is the business of the Inquisition. This way, Ultramarines. The firing core is still active. Excellent.
If this is the firing core, Inquisitor, does it discharge through the whole facility?
No, not precisely. The core actually raises to the rooftop of the facility. That is where the rest of the firing array is located.
Very good, Captain. Your time carrying my power source is finally at an end.
Stand clear. Cyclic Scourge firing sequence commencing. Alarm. Structural damage. Warning. Emergency containment right commencing.
Damnable thing!
What do you need me to do, Inquisitor?
You will need to manually restart the array alignment. Forcibly, if you must.
Where?
In the firing chamber! Board the lift, Ultramarines! Captain, you must hurry. The damned orcs have cut the main conduits to the firing tower. You must reconnect the conduits, Captain, or we're facing an overload that will rip this planet apart.
Understood.
Confirmed. Primary containment fixture disengaging. Firing sequence in progress. Firing now. Alarm.
Look at the spire.
I've been looking for you, Space Marine. You got something of mine.
Why didn't it work?
Damn that Drogon! Never trust the Inquisition!
Stand fast, Ultramarines. We can handle a few orcs.
Space Marine! Was that supposed to hurt?
Demons! How is this possible?
You got new friends now, Space Marine!
Inquisitor! Get back!
How heroic.
Drogon!
Served you well, Lord Mineral.
Traitor. I see. My servant did all that I hoped and more. But he would never have succeeded without you, Captain Titus. Thanks to these brave Space Marines, we have broken through to this reality. The Blessed Gateway. Clever fool. You seem surprisingly able to resist my touch, Titus of the Ultramarines. And that of the war, which impressed my servant to no end. Ah, you think the Inquisitor a traitor, but Drogon has been dead since before you first met. You have been used by my puppet of flesh and bone. I ain't so easy to kill.
Emperor, protect us. We need an exit.
To the lift!
Did that fiend speak truth? Did we cause a Chaos invasion?
Of course we did. His Inquisitor puppet manipulated us from the moment we met.
And before. The false Inquisitor sent the distress call.
I don't think so, Leandros. The man's urgency, his fear. I believe that was the real drove him, facing certain death.
And it found him.
But not at the Orcs' hands. Somehow the agents of Chaos were already here.
That gate, it's getting bigger. If it gets much larger, Emeroth can bring his fleet through.
Then we must cut the link between Warp Gate and Tower.
You have a plan.
We use Invictus to sever the orbital spire.
At that range, will the Titan's cannon be effective?
It's time we use the power source to our advantage. To supercharge Invictus, we need to reach that Titan.
But why?
Alone, there was no way the demon could get the power source past 1 million Orcs. It needed help.
And we obliged.
I was deceived. I am responsible for Chaos breaking through to this world.
Genetic scan complete. Adeptus is starting.
Captain, duty requires that I put voice to my concerns.
Speak, then.
You held the unshielded power source again, Captain. And again, you emerged from the exposure unscathed. The Codex Astartes warns that those in league with Chaos can withstand the warp's touch.
You forget yourself, Ultramarine.
Leandros, I do not take this warp resistance lightly. But the search for answers must wait until after we deal with this Chaos invasion.
What if that is too late?
Leandros, enough. We need to keep moving.
Space Marine. They were on us almost immediately.
Captain Titus, are you there? This is Lieutenant Mira. This whole planet has gone mad.
The forces of Chaos are invading this world. We must get to the Titan and destroy that warp gate.
I know what route to take. I deployed troops to man outposts between the Calcus facility and Bastion Primus. From there, you can access the rail network and cross to Manufactorum Ajakis.
Understood. I will meet you there.
An Orc invasion, and now the tender mercies of Chaos heretics. I'm surprised the place is standing at all.
How can we face them? The legions of Chaos.
Trooper, get yourself together right now!
Yes, Mom.
The other platoons are going to fall back towards the Bastion. Hold this position, or they'll be cut off. Greetings, Ultramarines.
What is your situation, Lieutenant?
As well as can be hoped, considering we are surrounded on all sides by the enemy horde.
We're heading back to the command post, Captain.
Well met, Mira.
Jonah, I half expected to find a demon chewing on your bones.
Well, they'd spit me right out.
Make your report, Jonah.
The Greenskins have been pressing us hard, both down here and at the Bastion proper.
Get ready to fall back to the Bastion. Do not engage Chaos forces directly until I get reinforcements down here to back you up.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Captain Titus, this way.
Lieutenant Mira, this is Bastion Primus. We're under heavy assault. The Orcs are back, and they cut power to the sentry guns.
All of them?
They took out the generator. We couldn't defend it against such numbers. We had to fall back.
The Ultramarines and I are almost at your position. Mira out.
Genetic scan complete. Adeptus Astartes. Access authorized.
Sentry guns. There aren't enough of us to hold this position without them.
Lieutenant, the central outpost is under attack.
Tell them we're on our way.
Move out, brothers.
We need those sentry guns.
Lieutenant, where is the generator?
If you continue on, you'll find it at the end of our fortification.
Brothers, the Guardsmen will need your help when the guns are reactivated.
We will hold the line, Captain.
Generators at full power.
It's working. The sentry guns are back online. Captain, your men are near an access point to the rail network. My guards are pointing away. Another gateway is close to your position.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Here we are, my lord.
Carry on, Guardsmen.
Sidonus to Captain Titus. We are running into orcs down here. Nothing like above, though. Just enough to be an annoyance. We will be there soon.
Understood.
You can walk out of here with that sparkle thing. I'm Boss Grimskull! This whole planet is mine! Whoa! I ain't finished with you yet, Space Marine!
But I am finished with you, Orc.
Captain,
The damned Orc is dead.
Finally, some good news.
this rail line will take us directly to the Titan Manufactorum.
The faster the better. Those orcs slowed us down.
And gave Nemeroff time to prepare his invasion. We must get to the Titan and destroy that warp gate.
Captain Titus, the Orcs are running scared. What's happened?
The captain dealt with their war boss once and for all.
We have a chance now.
Bolster your defenses. The demon host will not be so easy to frighten off.
Good luck, Titus. All our hopes are with you.
Astartes recognized. Full access granted.
Ultramarines, this is Princeps Enoch aboard Titan Invictus.
This is Captain Titus. What is the status of the Titan?
My crew and I are aboard Invictus, but she's immobilized. You will need to activate our berth's backup generator to release the mooring clamps.
Understood.
That did it, Ultramarines. If you can release our mooring clamps, we can bring devastation to the invaders. The renegades have it well guarded.
Understood. Enoch, I have Inquisitor Drogon's power source with me. We must use it to supercharge your weaponry.
The power source? The rights involved in using it safely. Only the High Fabricator himself.
Unless we act now, an entire Chaos fleet will hang over your Forge world.
Understood. Mooring clamps released. Invictus powering up now.
My battle brothers will have the gates open shortly. Maneuver Invictus close to the topmost gantries. I'm coming aboard.
Yes, Captain.
Enoch, I have a target for you. The orbital spire.
The spire? But Captain, it is a masterwork of the machine god.
It is feeding energy into the warp gate above it. If we are to stop this invasion, the spire must fall.
I understand.
Where must I bring the power source?
Travel across the armature to the starboard side, Captain. I will open a maintenance apps for the volcano cannon.
Protocols suspended. Access authorized.
The apps is below you, Captain. Leap down to the walkways around the volcano cannon, Captain.
Power source successful.
Target the orbital spire.
Target acquired.
Firing now.
Preserve us.
Alarm. Ejecting power core. Shutting down all systems.
Captain, all systems are overloading. Did it work?
Invictus performed admirably, Enoch. The warp gate is closing.
Thank the machine god.
Shutting down all systems.
That's done it, Titus.
But Nemeroth and his demon host still roam free.
Though he is trapped on this world.
And all the more desperate to recover the power source. We must get it to safety, old friend.
Good news on that front. Lieutenant Mirror reports that the Liberation Fleet has entered the system. The Inquisition will surely have sent agents with the fleet, Captain. Perhaps we can return the device to them.
The Inquisition has already failed to stop its exploitation by Chaos. No one must use the device, Leandros, ever again. Contact Lieutenant Mira and have her divert a Valkyrie here to pick us up.
Yes, Captain.
I suppose putting a bolt around through that damnable power source is out of the question.
Too risky. We could open another warp gate, for all we know. Upon our return to Macragge, I will confide it to the chapter master and his librarians.
And until then?
My most trusted brother will bring it to our strike cruiser and seal it in the armory. Get this damn thing secured, Sergeant.
As quickly as I can. What will you be doing while I run this little errand?
There are still thousands of traitors and heretics on this world. I intend to drastically thin their ranks.
Lieutenant Mira's Valkyrie is on its way, Captain.
Excellent. We make for the landing pad. And watch for the Chaos Lord's forces.
Retrieve the warp device.
Sidonus, get to the landing pad.
Aye, Captain.
Sidonus!
At last!
No!
Such a pretty bauble, hiding such immense power. This device is a gift from the Chaos Gods. It holds the key to my evolution, to my ascension, to immortal demonhood. My armies will spill humanity's blood across the stars. You continue to resist my touch. Only a deep connection to the warp can explain this. Will you be joining us soon, brother?
I couldn't reach him in time.
Sidonus died as we all should. A righteous battle. Do not give in to grief, Leandros. Turn your thoughts to vengeance. Nemeroth will pay in blood.
Captain Titus, we're ready to transport you.
The traitor lord murdered him. Nemeroth killed Sidonus for the power source. You said the Inquisitor's work was heretical, Leandros. You were right.
What do you mean?
Nemeroth plans to use the power source to trigger his transformation into a demon prince.
Abomination!
How can we stand against such a creature?
I will kill Nemeroth when he's most vulnerable. During the transformation. Safeguard Sidonus until the apothecary arrives. Then join the Imperial attack.
Going alone is suicide. Or worse, we know the enemy takes great interest in your connection to Chaos.
Do you fear my falling to Chaos?
Of course not. Whatever lies behind your resistance, it can only be to the enemy's favor.
Why? Perhaps this resistance can get you close enough for a killing blow.
I will destroy Nemeroth with skill and steel, or die trying. If this resistance comes into play during battle, so be it.
So be it.
I must reach the orbital spire.
Farewell, Captain.
Captain Titus, the Liberation Fleet is in orbit. Fresh troops are landing, preparing to assault the orbital spire.
It may be severed, but it's still the enemy's strong point.
The fleet is preparing an all-out assault.
Their attack will not be enough to stop the forces of Chaos.
I know. Good luck, Titus.
Ultramarines, this is Captain Titus.
Captain Titus. Underhold Lance of Jove is at your disposal, Captain.
I must reach the orbital spire. Tell your pilot to make his approach.
Yes, sir. Blood Raven Squad Corvus reporting in, Captain Titus. We joined the Liberation Fleet at Bakar, along with a squad of Black Templars.
Unleash the fury you showed in the Aurelian Crusade, and we will be glad to have even a few blood ravens with us.
You may rely on that, Captain.
Then join the forces driving into the deep coast, and stop any enemies trying to follow me up the orbital spire.
That shall find the heretic!
Honor and glory, blood raven.
Your orders, Captain.
Destroy these Chaos forces. I must reach the orbital spire.
Yes, sir. Thunderhawk ready for transport, Captain Titus.
I will need all your skill, pilot.
I will take you into the Eye of Terror if you ask it, Captain.
The orbital spire will do for today, brother.
I will hold here as long as I can, Captain.
No, brother. Rejoin our forces and bring fury to the enemy. This battle is mine alone.
Yes, sir.
This madness will not stop me, and neither will you.
others thought the same. Traitor. Their corpses. Much blood for all those you have killed, for Sidonus, and for the Emperor. I will finish this. Dread gods of chaos, I am Necroth, your herald and champion. I have burned 1,000 worlds in your dark names. You challenged me to recover this fragment of your power, and I have done so. The slaves of the false emperor, who dared claim it as their own, lie dead at my hand. I return your dark relic to you. I offer up this world and all those upon it. I ask for the reward that was promised.
You want to talk to your gods? I will send you to them.
Admit it, Titus. The power of chaos is within you, calling to this relic. Imagine the Ultramarines dominating this galaxy in glorious conquest, with you at their head. Imagine the power you could wield.
As a slave to chaos, nothing you say could tempt me from the path of honor, or from avenging the deaths of my battle brothers.
You are no threat to me now, Ultramarine! Killing my servants matters little. I am unassailable. The gods of chaos protect me with the very energies of creation.
You forget, Nemiroth. I am no stranger to the touch of the warp.
If it takes 1,000 years, I will rise again and take my vengeance upon Cornland. Or will I find your arms open in welcome? A true son. Never!
Look there, Ultramarine. You have saved this world. I see that Ultramarines are human, after all.
More than you know, Lieutenant.
Inquisition is here.
His injuries appear chaos inflicted. You are certain of this charge?
Captain Titus has been corrupted by chaos, Inquisitor Thrax.
I am no heretic!
You lie! Only an agent of chaos could withstand such warp exposure.
I sent the demon to oblivion. But did you have unholy assistance? We must know. You will submit to my authority, Captain, or the Inquisition must conclude that you have corrupted every Ultramarine under your command. Not to mention those who stand at your side.
Ignore his threats. Come on.
The Inquisition will destroy you, Mira. And the Ultramarines will be forever dishonored. Leave my brothers and the Lieutenant alone. I will come with you. I do not know why I can resist the touch of chaos, but I swear I will discover the truth.
We will discover many truths. Space Marine.
Codex Astartes leaves no room for doubt. You cannot touch the warp and emerge unscathed.
The Codex Astartes is a set of rules. They guide us, shape us as Ultramarines, teach us to hold duty and honor sacred above all. But how we live with those rules is the true test of a Space Marine. And you